They call it coincidence. A stranger appears at the right time. A word lands exactly when you need it. A door opens after you've given up knocking. You say, "That's just luck." We often think life is random, a storm of accidents, chaos, and chance. But what if I told you there are no coincidences at all? What if everything, even the detours, the delays, the moments that make you question everything, were actually miracles in disguise? Think about it. Has there ever been a time when something completely unexpected happened that changed the course of your day, or even your life? A missed bus that led to a chance encounter, a wrong turn that revealed a beautiful, hidden street. We dismiss these as quirks of fate, but maybe there's something more. Let me tell you a story that perfectly illustrates this. It's about a woman known as the widow of Zarephath. Imagine her situation. A devastating famine had swept across the land. Her cupboards were empty. Her son was weak with hunger, and her hope had all but vanished. She was outside, gathering a few small sticks, preparing to make one final meager meal before resigning herself and her son to death. It was a moment of absolute despair, and then a stranger appeared. His name was Elijah. Now, you might think, what a coincidence. He showed up right at our lowest point, but it wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't luck. Elijah first asked for a drink of water, which she was willing to give. But then he asked for something that seemed impossible: a piece of bread. She said, "I have only a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug." She explained her plan to make one last meal and die. But Elijah's response was unexpected. He said, "Do not fear. Go and do as you have said. But make me a little cake from it first. For thus says the Lord God of Israel, the jar of flour shall not be used up, nor shall the jug of oil run dry." Imagine hearing that. It would have made no sense. Give away the very last of what you have to a stranger. It defied all logic. It went against every instinct for survival. Yet, in that moment of desperation, something inside her, a quiet whisper, urged her to trust. And so she did. In that small, simple act of faith, something incredible happened. The invisible hand of God began to move. Just as Elijah had promised, the jar of flour never emptied. The jug of oil never ceased to flow. Every single morning, a quiet miracle was waiting for her. There was no thunder, no lightning, no grand announcement, just silent, steady provision, day after day. This is so often how God works in our lives, not always with a loud bang, but always on time. And maybe right now, you can relate to that widow. Maybe you're standing by your own empty jar. Maybe it's an empty bank account, an empty heart after a loss, or an empty sense of purpose. You feel forgotten. You feel like you're at the end of your rope, and you're just waiting for some kind of sign. But I want you to hear this. The same God who sent Elijah to that widow in her darkest hour is already arranging your miracle. It's closer than you think. Because the truth is, you have never been alone in your struggle. God has been orchestrating divine meetings, perfect timings, and gentle interruptions in your life all along, just to remind you that He is still writing your story. In her heart, I believe the widow prayed a hidden prayer. It might have sounded something like this: Lord, I have nothing left but a handful of hope. I am down to my last ounce of strength, my last drop of oil. But if you are still here, then this little that I have is enough. I place my nothing into your hands, and I trust you to turn it into everything I need. Open my eyes to see the miracles I've already missed. Teach me to hear your whisper in what I've been calling coincidence. Remind me that even when I can't see it, you are multiplying what I have left. Let my obedience become the doorway for your abundance. Let my faith feed my household. Let your glory fill my empty jar. Every time you think something just happened, remember this story. Remember, that's how miracles often walk into our lives. Quietly. Through the kindness of a stranger, through a perfectly timed phone call, through a sudden gut feeling, and through a simple act of faith. The same God who fed a widow through a drought is still feeding faith through yours. So, I encourage you to slow down. Start paying attention. Miracles are happening all around you, every single day. They're hidden in plain sight. In the traffic jam that saved you from an accident you never saw. In the delay that protected you from harm. In the unexpected conversation that brought healing to a wounded part of your heart. Try this. Start writing them down. Keep a journal of these coincidences. Count them. Because once you start looking for them, you'll begin to realize that your entire life has been a trail of them, like breadcrumbs of mercy, leading you exactly where you were always meant to be. You are seen, you are guided, and you are not here by accident. Remember, there are no coincidences, sizzling miracles in disguise. And this very moment, as you're watching this, is one of them. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. It helps us reach more people who might need to hear it. God bless you.